Alright guys, hello, welcome back to my channel. So I am headed to my mom's and I wanted to give y'all part 2 of what I did for my birthday. And I started the video thinking I could do like a quick 30-minute recap and knowing I talk too much. And then I stopped feeling well. And it was actually supposed to be what I got for my birthday, but I still haven't actually finished celebrating my birthday, kind of. Like tomorrow I'm hanging out with some friends, my friends from college and high school who live in Atlanta, because I did not get to see them on my actual birthday. This car was speeding really bad. They could not celebrate with me on my actual birthday earlier this week, so I have made plans to like just hang out with them after this weekend. So that's what our plans are for tomorrow. But right now I'm headed to my mom's because I would rather drive from her place to Atlanta than, I mean, I could have made the drive in one day. It's not a horrendous drive. It's like an hour and a half, close to 2 hours, honestly, depending on traffic. And I've done it before, but I'm like, you know what? I want to go. So the real reason I'm actually going tonight, it's gonna sound so bad, y'all, I want my Sephora birthday gift. I literally every year try to get, well, this is the thing, I try to get all 3 birthday gifts or all of the birthday gifts, but a lot of times they end up not having a lot of things in stock. But I called a couple of days ago and the Sephora near my mom's place said they have some of the birthday gifts left. So that's the main reason, and I want to go tonight before they close because I'm not about to fight through crowds tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm not doing anything till 2 p.m. So I have like all morning. I also have to organize my clothes that I was trying to sell. So I'm also going to go through those as well tonight and probably tomorrow morning. So there's a lot I'm trying to get done in one day, and I was going to try to take a nap after work because I was so tired, but we decided to just rally because typically it's, I don't know, naps sometimes ruin my days, especially if I take a nap after work. I already am up and I can sleep in tomorrow regardless because I don't have to be anywhere till 2 p.m. So I'll probably try to sleep until like 10, 11 a.m. tomorrow if possible, and then just chillax. But I need to leave Atlanta by 6 p.m. So that's the other, I guess, part. Anyways, that kind of was a vlog clip, I guess I should say. I'm trying not to vlog this month. I vlogged my birthday trip to New York. And then some clips here and there, but I wasn't trying to vlog this whole month so that I could actually catch up because I still have to get through October, which right now I'm about a month behind. A little over a month behind now. So I did catch up. But I still have a lot I have to get through, and then I have the stuff I filmed in November that I also have to get up in November. So I'm just probably not gonna vlog at all after this weekend for the rest of the month. I say that, but I might make like small vlogs, I don't know. Anyways, let's get into the story time. So I think I ended the first part talking about, and I'm gonna do what I got for my birthday separately. I used to film like what I got for my birthday every year, and then the past couple of years it just did not happen. So anyways, I actually got more birthday gifts than I was expecting this year, so I actually will have a decent-ish video to share with you guys. But I feel like I ended my last vlog, story time part 1, I ended on the first night that we went out. Basically, we got to New York. I was not feeling well. We left at like 7 a.m. Got there right around 11. We're walking around trying to see all the sights. So the main 3 things I think I put were Central Park, and then the Met. Those are like the main 3 things I wanted to see. The Met because Gossip Girl, of course. I was obsessed with Gossip Girl in college. Blair was my favorite character, and the Met was an iconic part. The sunset right now is so gorgeous, and I can't show y'all right now. It's only 6 p.m. by the way. It looks way dark outside for being only 6, but daylight savings, I guess, is what it's called. Anyways, those are the 3 main things I wanted to do for that trip. And Times Square, actually, honestly, all of New York, there's so much stuff to do and to see. I did vlogs, so there will be vlogs of everything as well. This is just me trying to give y'all a recap, and I kind of am not doing great at it. But anyways, there was so much to see, but it was a lot of walking, and my throat was really hurting. My sisters kept walking off of me, which was making me upset, and I was getting super annoyed because I felt like I was trailing after them the whole time. No idea where I was going, and they were like, obviously I'm not feeling well, so I'm just, trying to hang in there as much as I can, because I'm like, I'm in New York, I want to enjoy this trip, but I'm feeling like crap most of the time. So despite how cute the pictures I wasn't completely miserable, but I was kind of. This is why you don't trust everything you see on social media. I mean, I'm not lying, like the pictures were cute, and the things I saw were nice. I just wish I was, in a healthier state of mind, I guess. But Times Square wasn't as packed as I thought. I was expecting it to like smell really bad. Nothing actually smelled bad. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, it's just a huge city, tons of skyscrapers. All the buildings are tall there, and I feel like it's like Atlanta times like 3 times 4. Personally, I think the city itself is not like the size of it. I mean, it's not huge. Like, Atlanta is actually huge. Like, you have to have a car to get everywhere in Atlanta, to get anywhere in Atlanta. But New York, like, you could walk everywhere. Is within, like, pretty much everything is within a 30 minutes walk. Maybe some things might be 45-ish minutes, but it's so much stuff in like that small space. So there's so much to see, so much to do, and not enough time to do everything. But I really tried to see as much stuff as I could. Y'all, I might regret not getting gas, but we're gonna hope and pray for the best. Anyways, the first day, we had like a really nice steak dinner. It was like $95 a person. Again, my younger sister paid for everything for this trip for me, so I did not have to spend any money. That was her birthday gift to me, and it was greatly appreciated because, I mean, I brought money that I was budgeting to spend on the trip, but because of everything that happened with Spirit Airlines and the cost of checking the bag, and like there were some uncalculated fees, miscellaneous fees that I wasn't expecting, I definitely would have been struggling a lot more. And then the brunch place we went to was called Citizens in Chelsea. It was really nice. We had a really great server there, and the food was pretty good. But again, I don't know if I could really taste a lot of the food. Like I said, I was struggling to breathe. I was congested. My throat was hurting. My sisters were like trying to get drinks and stuff. We did get like a mimosa flight, and I'm pretty sure I got a pineapple. I think it was a peach mimosa, something, either peach or pineapple. And the bartender, when he found out when we were there for my birthday, he like filled us up extra. So he gave us way too much. Was it Prosecco or champagne? Whatever alcohol is in a mimosa. But everyone was like super nice. I personally didn't think there was a lot of rude people. Like you were expecting, people say like, maybe if we had gone to the Bronx. I will say we stayed for the most part around Manhattan. We didn't really branch much out of Manhattan, so I didn't go to all the parts of New York, pretty much just Manhattan, which is why me and my cousin. So before this trip, I have been planning to go to New York with my cousin for like over a year now, which I did meet up with my cousin because she lives closer to New York as well. And so I told her we still need to plan our trip to New York because there's still a lot of stuff I didn't do. Like I need to see a Broadway show next time, maybe go to the Bronx, go to Little Italy, go to Chinatown, you know, go to like the different parts of the city that I didn't actually see the first time. What else? I did take the subway, which it wasn't a bad experience. My sisters had to be there for me to get anywhere because I never used the subway system before. I probably would have gotten us lost if it had been left up to me because I just don't know. I mean, there's MARTA in Atlanta is pretty much like the closest equivalent to it, but the New York subway definitely a lot more advanced, a lot easier, and it was cheap. It was only $2.90 a ride, so I think we took it a total of 3 times, so I spent less than $10 on subway to get places. We did walk majority of the places. My feet were definitely hurting that first day because I wore brand new boots, which probably was not smart also to wear brand new boots, but they are broken down into now, just not prior to that trip. But yeah, my feet were hurting pretty bad from all the walking as well. We probably walked at least 3 miles a day, if not that first day, if not more, probably more, but I don't have like a Fitbit or anything to track that stuff. Anyway, so after we explored, we went to, that first day, I think we went to Times Square. I don't remember the other section we went to. I think like the Chelsea area, because the brunch place was called Citizens of Chelsea, so I think it was like the Chelsea area. And then we went to like another shopping. There's so much shopping, so much food places, y'all. There's multiple Starbucks. Like you cannot walk more than 3 blocks without finding a Starbucks. Like there's so many food places. Definitely did not go to enough food places for being in New York, but honestly I wasn't super hungry and I wasn't super interested in eating a lot of food. We got Krispy Kreme when we first got there, so we went to the Krispy Kreme in Times Square. It was decent. Just got a donut, a regular glazed donut. And then what else did we eat? I don't remember eating anything else after that donut. I think the next time I ate was the brunch, which I ordered Eggs Benedict. I want to say it had salmon. I can't remember. And then I got a matcha. My matcha, I will say this, the drink I got at the brunch place was not good. It needed sugar. It was not sweet enough. And then the next time we ate was our dinner. So we had like a steak and wine dinner that we found at a place called Smith and Wollensky, which had decent reviews. And basically you got like an appetizer, your choice of steak, dessert, and like lots of glasses of wine for $95, which is definitely a lot of money. I wasn't about to try to spend $95 on some steak. The original restaurant I wanted to go to, I think it was like an Italian place, and my sisters were like complaining over that, so I was like, okay, I guess I will get steak since we're in New York. And because I wasn't feeling well, I really couldn't taste my food. Like I felt like everything I tasted that night needed more salt, personally, for my liking. So but it was nice. There was a lot of birthday groups there, and then you got like multiple glasses of wine. I ended up only getting 2 glasses, and I finished one, and I couldn't finish the rosé drink. I think I did talk about this in the part 1, but we're just gonna go back over it for those who might not watch both parts. But the rosé was not the best, and I couldn't drink it. was struggling to drink it. I ended up getting also a hanger steak, and the steak wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know my cuts of meat that well. Like one of my sisters ordered filet mignon, how you say it, filet mignon, whatever. I'm not French. And the other one ordered a sirloin. So both of their steaks looked really good, and my hanger steak did not look as good as theirs. But that's neither here nor there. So we ended up going to that took actually like 2.5 hours. So originally our reservation was 8:30. I pushed it back to 9 so I could try to take a nap, and then I pushed it back again. Not you getting in front of me and then not going faster than this car. I hate when people ride my tail and I get over and then they're still going freaking slow. Like, that's probably the most irritating thing. Trust me when I say I can drive and talk at the same time. Also, this is a drive I've done very frequently in my life, so I like am paying attention, but yeah. Anyways, cars are annoying. I literally try to keep my car on cruise control so I don't have to like speed up and slow down and can just chillax while I'm driving. Anyways, okay, $95. Let's talk about the dinner. I ended up getting like a coconut cake with mango ice cream. The dessert was pretty good. But again, I didn't really care. I'm not a big drinker. I don't like wine like that. I only like Stella Rosa Black. That's my go-to wine. It's a cheap, sweet wine. You can get at Walmart, you can get at Publix, you can get at any regular grocery store. I'm not a big wine girly. I don't care about, I don't know even all the flavors. A Sauvignon Blanc, whatever. I don't even know all of them. I know Rosé, Prosecco, and that's about it. Sauvignon? I can't think of all the other names. Anyways, I'm not a wine connoisseur like my sisters were. So I got the 2 glasses of wine because I was like, first of all, I'm not trying to be out here drinking when I already don't feel the best. So that was not my main, goal. I just wanted a really good steak, and I couldn't taste it because I was too congested. So after the dinner, my sisters really wanted to go out. I told them straight up. I said, look, I need to lie down. I need to go to bed. I don't feel well. I haven't been feeling well all day. Like, I get up. This is my first time in New York. I wanted to, have a fun night out. The dress I wore was going to be my going out dress as well. I honestly did not get a good cute pictures in my dress that I wore out. So I might rewear it for another occasion. And the dress I wore, ironically enough, I've had for like a minute. I think I tried to wear it for New Year's back in like 2019. I've had that dress for 5 years, and I have like no cute or good pictures in it. But that's another story. Anyways, they wanted to go out, and I was like, no, I need to lie down. So we went back to the hotel. I lied down, put on my pajamas, and my 2 younger sisters tried to go out. And they said they didn't have that much fun when they went out, and that it wasn't worth it. They paid like a $20 cover for some bar, and they said it wasn't even fun. So I guess I didn't miss out on much. So that was all for the first day. And then the second day, we got our breakfast. So I wanted to get a bagel. Well, we didn't get all the food I wanted to try. I still want to try a halal cart, but the main things were I wanted the bagel and a New York slice of pizza. So we found a bagel place. It's called Broad something bagels. They have like 4.9 star reviews on Google. So they were like a well-known, I want to say it's like Broadbush, but I might be making that up. Broad something bagel in the city. And I also wanted to go to Central Park in the Met, because that first day, pretty much the only thing we went to was the Times Square. And surprisingly enough, I really didn't care to do that much shopping. I went to a Miniso thinking, I was like, ooh, all the things I wanted. And I did go to New York with like a shopping budget. Like I had $100 cash that I had to like just spend on shopping when I was in New York, and ended up not buying anything. So the only thing I bought were things that I shouldn't have had to at CVS. So I wasted $25 on like nail glue. I forgot my eyeliner pencil and medicine because I wasn't feeling well. I got some Dayquil, and New York is expensive, so it was like $25 for those 3 freaking items. And I was trying to get the cheapest, and I got the cheapest one of all of those items that I got. The cheapest ones I could find. So I had bought that in New York, and that's pretty much it. I also had wanted to buy a fake, but we'll get to that. So we got our bagels, then we went to Central Park, and we walked through Central Park to get to the Met. And that was pretty much the last things we did in New York. After the Met, we got my New York slice of pizza. We found like a place closer to our hotel, and my sisters and I, that was Sunday. So Sunday was when we went to Central Park, we got our bagels, and we went to the Met. And then that night we were supposed to be going out in DC because my sister's friend from church worked security at the bar, and she just knew she could get us in or whatever. So we had to get back because my sister also is in school. She had to work on her assignments and all that stuff as well. So we didn't have like all the time to dilly-dally. We had to leave by like 12. I don't think we ended up leaving till like 1. And then we got back to my sister's place around, I want to say around like 4 or 5. It definitely took a little bit longer for us to get home. And we might have left closer to 2. I can't remember. It might have been 2 p.m. because we also had to wait for them to get her car. But yeah, the pizza, the New York slice pizza, it's good only when it's hot. Once it's cold, not as good, but it was good for $1.50. I don't even think I got a good vlog. I think I got a small vlog clip of me trying it, but we were rushing to get back to the hotel by that point. And then also my youngest sister wasn't feeling the best that last day, so we also had to cut some of our stuff short. And walking through Central Park to get to the Met was like a 30+ minute walk, so that also added a lot of time, but it was worth it. So I would say I enjoyed that day a little bit more. I did feel a little bit better by Sunday. I wasn't 100%. I'm still not 100% if I'm being honest. Like, I'm still slightly congested, but I don't feel horrible. Also, everyone at my job right now seems like they're getting sick right now. So I hope and pray I continue to recover, because I'm not trying to get sick again. I don't like being sick. Tired of being sick. Need my immune system to start fighting back. Alright, so Sunday night, went back. We tried to take a nap. I think I ended up editing and uploading a vlog versus taking a nap. And then I ate my leftovers from the night before from that steakhouse. We also had, so my appetizer was a crab cake. It was really good. And then we ordered some other sides with our steaks. So we got mac and cheese. It was loaded potatoes, au gratin, and then mashed potatoes. I only tried a little bit of the mashed potatoes, but we also all got sides with it. So we had a bunch left over. I had my dessert left over. And then I had, we had gone to Whole Foods also the day before we went to New York and got snacks for the road. So I still have actually a lot of snacks from Whole Foods left. I have like beef jerky, I got shortbread cookies, and then I got these red wine vinegar chips. All of this is in my vlog. Anyways, we went out Sunday after we took a nap. We didn't go out for super long, maybe like an hour. I could have stayed out longer, but I think I got my sister. So sadly, I got my sister sick. So understandably, they were not feeling the best and really didn't want to go out that night. So we switched places. Like Saturday night, they had wanted to go out and I didn't. And then Sunday night, I wanted to go out and they didn't because they weren't feeling well. So I gave them my cooties. Unfortunately, sorry sisters that I got sick. But we only went to like 2 places. They were all right. The first place, I couldn't stand to stay in it because people were smoking. I hate cigarette smoke. I hate the smell of weed. I don't like smoke, period. So there was a lot of people smoking in the upstairs rooftop, and I was just like, I can't be around the smoke. I can't be around the smell. It smelled disgusting. I wanted to throw up. So we got like 1 drink and then left. And then the other place was a little bit better. There wasn't a lot of people out. I will say the first place had a lot more people than the second place we went to, but both of the vibes of the bars we went to were pretty cool and unique. So I can't remember the name of the second place. The first place was called Decades. The second place, I don't remember. And I don't think I ordered a drink. We didn't order a drink at the second place either, so we weren't there for super long. And then the next day we had to go was when my flight back to Georgia was. So the next day I ended up getting up earlier that morning, and then I went to this little shopping plaza that has like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Burlington, like all of the stores I typically love to shop to, because I was still like, oh, I want to spend like my money. Like I went all the way. Oh, I forgot to talk about the New York thing. So on Sunday we were walking back and I was like, dang it, I should have bought a fake that first day, because in Times Square we passed a bunch of people who were selling them, and I was like, dang, I should have tried to buy it. So on Sunday, after we were walking back from the Met, I was trying to buy a fake. So we got closer to our hotel. I finally found a person selling them, and I saw this cute, tiny little knockoff Louis Vuitton purse. I was like, ooh, that's cute. I might be interested in that. Now, mind you, I had only $75 left at that point. And I was like, well, I remember last time I checked, fakes cost between like $20, maybe at most $50, right? So I was like, maybe I'll spend like at most $50 on this fake. So I go ahead and ask this man, how much? He goes, $95. I go, oh. And he was like, how much would you spend? And I said, 30. Because it's like a tiny little purse. Like, why am I paying $95 for a tiny knockoff purse? Like, the craftsmanship alone is not worth $95. So y'all are bugging with that price. But it's like, it's a knockoff. It's not a real, we both know it's not a real Louis Vuitton. How much did it cost you to get that purse? Maybe $20. So I said 30, and he was like, oh, I can't do that. I could have said, 40, 50, whatever, but I just walked away. I was like, I guess that's God's sake, I don't need it. So I did not end up getting my fake. We might as well just order off of DHgate at this point, or AliExpress. Which AliExpress's knockoff bags, I will say, are not as great quality. I have a knockoff Von Dutch and a knockoff Juicy Couture. I actually ended up giving away the knockoff Juicy bag I had because it was just not cute. And then I have like a real one, or I have all the real ones. So yeah, but it was a knockoff like old school Daydreamer, but the quality of it is not the best. So anyways, that was my attempt at buying a knockoff. That did not go the best. And then what next? Sunday. What day did I go again? Is it Sunday? Oh yeah, Monday. Went to that little shopping center to check out the TJ Maxx. Actually, I really wanted to go to Ulta and just go ahead and get my birthday gift because there was an Ulta close to my sister's. I really wanted to go to Sephora too, but there wasn't a Sephora near where my sister lives, so I ended up just going to Ulta, and I did spend most of the money that I spent in New York was spent at Ulta. I also got some stuff from Five Below at that shopping plaza. And then the TJ Maxx there was trash. Burlington, I almost bought a purse there, but changed my mind. And I think I didn't even go into Marshalls because the TJ Maxx sucks so bad. But I think the Marshalls there might have been better than the TJ Maxx because I saw it as I was leaving, and it looked a lot bigger. But the TJ Maxx I went to was not good there. And then the Ulta and all the stuff I got at Five Below will be in my what I got for my birthday, so you guys can see that in the next video. And then after I did the little shopping, we met up with my cousin and grabbed lunch because I really wanted to see her while we were there. And we went to a place called Miss Toya's Creole Kitchen. It was so good. Everything on their menu was good. I guess except for the salad my younger sister ordered because she didn't like her salad. But like I finally got oysters. So we were supposed to get oysters. I forgot that was another part. On Sunday when we came back from New York, we were trying to go make it to happy hour at this restaurant that was by my sister's place because they had dollar oysters from like 3 to 6 for their happy hour. But when we tried to got back and tried to go, they were not even open. So that was kind of disappointing. So anyways, we didn't get our oysters. I didn't get my oysters that day before. So when we went to lunch, I was like, I really wanted to get some oysters because, you know, in Maryland or in the DMV, like you're close to water. So they're supposed to be like fresher oysters and they're supposed to taste really good. So I got Rockefeller oysters, so they had spinach and cheese. They were cooked. I still haven't tried raw oysters actually, but you know, I'll try them eventually. I just prefer the cooked ones. Okay, so we had lunch and then my sister rushed to drop me off at the airport that day. And here comes the travel experience. So my travel experience, I think I talked about the travel experience in the part 1 because my flight there was horrendous. My flight back, my friend was able to let me use her one of her buddy passes and got me on a standby flight back home. So I didn't have to pay another freaking $65 to $80 for my checked bag, which was nice. That saved me $80 I didn't want to have to pay. And honestly, if I had thought about it, I would have just used her for my flight there too, but I'd already booked it and I had already planned out like my times. But then my flight got delayed 2 hours. My original flight there got delayed 2 hours anyway, so I'm like, it would have made a difference being on standby. And it was due to like a plane issue. It wasn't the weather, it wasn't anything. It was the actual airline just having its own issues. Anyways, the standby flight was slightly slightly stressful. They did have a lot of available seats, so I knew like most likely I was gonna get a ticket. But we went to lunch a lot later than we originally planned, and it took a little bit longer because we're just chatting or whatever. So I was like scared I was gonna miss my flight because my flight left at 4. Wait, no. My flight left at 4:35, and we didn't finish our leave for the airport till like 2:30. And I'm used to Atlanta, right? In Atlanta, you have to get to the airport 3 hours before, or you might not make your flight unless it gets delayed, which is what happened with me the first time. But security can take an hour, over an hour to get through in Atlanta. Thankfully, the security at the airport I left from, which was BWI, they did not have, the security wasn't long. What I ended up waiting the longest for was checking my bag for the standby flight. So I waited in that line, and I was like stressing because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to miss my flight. Like, they're about to start boarding. I was just so scared of missing my flight and was stressing myself out about it. But we made it on the flight. It was nothing bad. I got an aisle seat or whatever. Got back to Atlanta around 6:30, 5 p.m. Our flight was delayed on the tarmac though prior to takeoff because Atlanta, I guess, had too many flights coming in, and they had to like catch up or something. I don't remember. So they made us wait like 20 extra minutes. So my flight might have been 20 minutes later than typical. All I know is I didn't make it back to my car after landing until closer to 8. I didn't leave the Atlanta airport till 8, so it took me like an hour 15 to an hour and a half just to get back to my car after landing, because I had to wait for the shuttle to take me back to my car, and that took a long, and then having my checked bag and everything. But really, I was waiting for the shuttle, and then when I finally got on the shuttle, they were doing construction on the freaking roads, and we had to wait like another 10 minutes. So it was kind of irritating because I was trying to meet my friend. My friend he straightened my hair for me. I was trying to get to her place by like 8 p.m. and I thought I would be able to get to her place by 8, since, you know, for some reason I was like, oh, if I land at 6:35, I'll get back to my car at 7. At the Atlanta airport, I don't know why I thought that. It's just a huge airport. You know, I feel like the least it could take to get from your flight to your car is maybe 30 minutes if you don't have a checked bag or anything else. But because I also had a checked bag I had to wait for, you know, that does add some additional time. This car is not going fast enough for me, and you don't need to be in the left passing lane if you're not passing the car, or going fast enough to freaking pass the car. Alright, I'm almost back to my mom's. Anyways, I was trying to make it back so my friend could do my hair. Didn't end up, and then there was also traffic by the time I was headed to her place, so it also took like way longer to get to her place than it usually did. And yeah, but I made it back. She did my hair. The next day I had my birthday dinner, which I talked about, and then that was pretty much my trip. Like I said, I definitely want to go back. I feel like there's still a lot I want to do, so much I didn't get to see. So I probably won't be back until next year, maybe in the summer, and can go to like Ellis Island and also maybe the Jersey, because New Jersey is literally, it's like you leave New Jersey by entering New York City. So I didn't realize how close to New York City New Jersey was. And on our way to New York, we stopped at a gas station in New Jersey. It was the nicest. It was like a rest stop / gas station. The nicest freaking gas station I've ever been to in my life. The bathrooms were pristine. They had a Dunkin', they had multiple, it was like a mini mall as a gas station. I was like, people in Jersey got money, honey, got money. Because these gas stations were not, they don't got gas stations like that. Unless you go to Buc-ee's, but yeah, that was my trip. I don't think there's anything else I left out. But tomorrow, once I get back home, or I'm volunteering at my church, I'm gonna film my what I got for my birthday video, and that will be the last video that might be the last video I'll see from me on my channel until Vlogmas, or like just the last video I film prior to Vlogmas, so I can finish catching up. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this little trip recap, and I'll see y'all in my next video.